All right, guys, check this out. It's going to be a big showcase today. I've got the entire Eternals wave here ready to open up, assemble the Build-A-Figure, give you my thoughts on the wave as a whole, mainline, exclusives, deluxe figure, all of them. Hope you're ready. Okay, so here we go. You saw the little teaser video there at the beginning. Here I am, Cable, bringing you another Triple B showcase. Represent Triple B experience, like you guys already know. And today, as I said, I'm going to be unboxing the entire Eternals, the movie, Marvel Legends wave. We got 7 single pack figures. 6 of them have a Build-A-Piece for another figure. And we have 2 exclusives, a Target exclusive and a Walmart exclusive. And we have a deluxe figure. So I'm actually going to start with the deluxe figure. It is the villain from the movie. It's a Deviant Crow. I believe that's how you say it. I'm going to start with him, get him out of the way, so I can just go through all the team of Eternals after that. It's a heavy figure. You know, you can see the size of the box. It's a deluxe figure. This character was all CGI. I don't even know if he used motion capture, but he was voiced by Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise in the It movies. And he is the son of Stellan Skarsgård, who actually appeared in the Thor movies, or at least 1 and 2, and the Avengers. All right, big figure. That's cool. I mean, he should be. He was in the movie. Here's a quick look at him. As you can see, his tendrils, the coloring, the paint job is awesome. It's kind of like that. Well, I can't think of what you call it, but it's the paint job where it kind of changes colors the way the light hits it. That you can get on cars and stuff. Looks really good. And then he comes with a bunch of different tendrils. Because in the movie, they can not so much shapeshift, but, you know, at least he can use his tendrils in different ways. Now, these ones go on his hands, look like celery tops. And then I believe these would go into his back, probably. Yeah. Good here. Okay, well, I'm trying to keep this video fast-paced because I have so many to open, so I'll mess around with that before I get to the staging area and hopefully have those attached for that part. But one more quick look, and then comes with all of these. So that's a pretty good deluxe figure. The likeness is good from the movie. You know, if I was giving it a quick grade, I'd give it 3.5 out of 5, maybe. Okay, we'll go Ajax next. I'll show you before I open it. She was the Walmart exclusive. This is Ajax, portrayed by Selma Hayek in the film. She is kind of the spiritual leader of the group, I think. You could say she is the one who communicates with the Celestials. I'm going to talk about the movie some, but I'm not going to put any, you know, I'll keep no spoilers, so you guys don't have to worry about that if you haven't seen it yet, which I highly recommend seeing. I went to see it opening weekend, and it was really good, and I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to do this video opening weekend to get it out there when all the buzz was going on with the movie, but a few figures didn't show up until this past week in the middle of the week, so I couldn't do that. But better late than never, I guess. Okay, so here's some Ajax, Ajax. Now, she was on a late night show, and she was kind of throwing some shade at the face sculpts. But I actually think that's a pretty good likeness. I like that they gave her two heads, one with the headpiece, headdress, and one without. The colors look great. That's one of the things I'm excited for most about this wave, is once they're all unboxed, to see them all next to each other with their different colored outfits, and hopefully the colors all pop. But good looking figure. From what I could tell in the box, I'm going to do a quick grade. I'll give it like a 4 out of 5. But what I could tell from looking at them through the box is they're all going to have a pretty high grade, because they all look pretty good. All right, so after Ajax, let's go Druid. Okay, so here's Druid. He was portrayed by, oh man, why can't I think of his name right now? Barry Kogan. Slipped my mind. But yeah, he is an Eternal that has mind control powers. And this figure is the first one yet that I've opened that contains a Build-A-Piece. I don't know how loud this is, so if that's annoying, I apologize. But this one, this is a really good figure. I mean, they nailed the likeness for Barry Kogan. That's like spot on. That looks exactly like him. That's really good. The outfit looks really good. This was one of my favorite outfits of the movie, because black and red are my favorite colors. So that looks really good. He just comes with 2 closed fists for accessories. Not much to say there. And then here's the head for Gilgamesh, which is a really good sculpt too, actually. Okay, so let's jump into Icarus next. Icarus was part of the main line. He does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Kind of makes sense, because he was, like I said, Selma Hayek's Ajax played the spiritual leader of the Eternals. He was more the physical leader. He was played by Richard Madden, I believe that's how you say his name, from Game of Thrones fame. Richard Stark. He was an amazing character in the movie. I know this is an action figure review and not a movie review, but I can't talk enough about that movie. I know it got a lot of hate. I'm not going to go into all the details and stuff, but it was undeserved, and it's one of Marvel's best movies, hands down. Really good figure. The likeness is pretty good. He almost looks like Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes. But I see it. That's a good sculpt. That's a good representation of him. Once again, he's got a similar color palette to Ajax, blue and gold, which I think might play into, each of them being a type of leader for the team. Who knows? But another good figure. He comes with an alternate head where it's his eyes are energizing for his superpower, or one of his superpowers, which is like laser eyes, laser beams, like Superman essentially. And then he has alternate hands. He's got closed fists and open hands. All right, that, I guess I didn't get my quick rating. Druid, 5 out of 5, absolutely. Icarus, I'll go 4 out of 5 just because the likeness is a little bit off. Okay, so now we have Kinggo. Oh, broken Kinggo. Okay, Kinggo, played by Kumail Nanjiani. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. He was a scene stealer in the movie. He was a really well played and well written character. His powers are like energy projection. He can shoot energy from his hands, and it fit the character because the character, he's a Bollywood actor in his whatever you want to call it. My mind's blanking, but his normal pedestrian life. He's a Bollywood actor, and he's kind of a show-off. So it fits perfect the way they did the energy projection because he can do finger guns. Which after Spider-Man 3, how could you not love finger guns? Another really good likeness. I think they did very well with the face sculpt on that. Looks just like him. Really good color job, paint job on the suit. Another suit that's going to pop. It's going to be cool having all these guys together. And he comes with different sets of hands. He has closed fists. And then, like I said, he's got finger guns with energy effects shooting out of them. And then he came with the left arm for Gilgamesh. I mixed up which is the Gilgamesh hand and which is the Kinggo hand, but I'll figure it out. I think I got it. Okay, Kinggo. Here is the arm for Gilgamesh. Okay, so next is Mercari. We'll go Mercari. Show you the figure in box. She is a speedster, and she is deaf. The actress, Lauren Ridloff, and the character. Disney's, Marvel's, MCU's first deaf superhero, and it played really well into the movie. The sign language was really cool to see, other parts of the cast using sign language to communicate, and just how smooth it looked. It looked like, they had all been doing it for thousands of years like they should have been. So that was cool. It was just different. And then, that gives people with hearing disabilities somebody to root for, inclusiveness for that. So the figure's great. The costume looks awesome. They gave her like a rock and roll hand. But the paint looks great. Everything looks good. I'm not really big on the face sculpt though. It's almost there, but it's just not quite there. And then, I've only seen the movie once, but what I remember from the movie, that I don't remember that hairstyle. But she could have had it, because the movie spans thousands of years, so she could have had it at some point. I just can't remember it. But I'll give this figure a 3.5 out of 5, and it's only that low because the face sculpt is, so far what I've opened, is the worst out of the bunch. She comes with Gilgamesh's right arm. And I'm sorry guys, I'm going through a lot of stuff here. I don't remember if I gave Kinggo a quick grade, but he's 5 out of 5. Alright, so next we got Facedose. I'm going to say Facedose. Looks like a really well done figure. He's played by David Tyree Henry. He was a really cool character in the movie. How they portrayed his ability to kind of build out of thin air and design weapons and stuff. it was really cool. It led to awesome moments in the final battle. You know, no spoilers, but the final battle in this movie is a spectacle. You know, not at the level of the airport scene from Civil War or the big final battle from Endgame, obviously. But, you know, for a movie that this is your first introduction into the characters, it was a hell of a scene. Really good figure. He's got some weight to him, which he should, because he's, you know, big guy. Here you go. Colors popping out again, which is awesome. Really good face scan for him. Yeah, that looks good. And he comes with an extra set of hands. And their closed fists. And then he has Gilgamesh's right leg. Okay. The only thing so far that I might take into account for grading these is kind of a lack of accessories. They all just have spare hands, more or less. And, you know, it'd be cool if they had more energy. Like Facedose, I wish they would have had something to represent his abilities in the movie. But it's a big wave, and I know they have budgets they have to hold to, and they have to build the figures and everything. All right, but here, moving on, this is Cersei. She was played by Gemma Chan, which is actually her second time playing a character in the MCU. She was in Captain Marvel. She played Minerva, but they were able to do that because in Minerva, or with Minerva, you know, she was playing a different race, so she had... I'm having an avalanche. She was painted like a different race, like an alien race, so, you know, they're able to double up on that one. Really good likeness. I love the green. I love her outfit. It looks really good in figure form. She had a really cool power in the movie that could go as an underestimated power, but she could change... Oh, how do I want to say that? She could change things from one material to another. As long as it's not a sentient living thing, she could change. Like in the trailer, you see a bus is going to flip onto somebody, so she touches it and changes it to flower petals. Great scan. Looks just like her. I'm going to say 5 out of 5. Love the way the colors pop. She just comes with an extra set of hands. One of them, you know, looks like she's reaching out to touch something to change its makeup. And then the other one is a closed fist. And then she has Gilgamesh's left leg. Okay. Next up is Sprite. I'm going to butcher this name probably, but she's played by Leah McHugh. Hope I wasn't too far off. Her ability in the movie is she can cast illusions. She was a really good character in the movie. She was played really well, and they wrote her character well because she's an Eternal, but for whatever reason, her form is of a teenage girl. So she's not able to blend into life like everybody else can. You know, she's been around for thousands of years, but mortal people see her and they just think of her as a child, so she can't have a family, things like that. That's a big part of her character in the movie. It's a really smart storyline. She's small like she should be. You know, she's the right size, so that's good. The attention to detail is awesome. She kind of looks like she has a bobblehead, though, with how small the frame is, her body, and then her head. The likeness is almost there, and the hair doesn't quite nail it either. The outfit looks good. The colors look good, as do they all, though. So there she is out of the box. This one I would actually be My least graded figure. I mean, it's going to be a tie. She's going to be a 3 out of a 5 because I don't think any of these deserve less than a 3. But the likeness being what it is, the bobblehead looking effect, and the hair and stuff not exactly looking that good. She comes with the torso for Gilgamesh. So now that I have all the Gilgamesh pieces, you guys can watch me struggle to put this together. Legs are tough usually. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm excited to get this together because Gilgamesh, he was played by Don Lee. I don't know if I said that yet. He's one of my favorite characters in the movie. I really didn't have any I didn't like, other than maybe for storyline reasons, which I don't want to go into because I don't want to spoil anything. But Don Lee was a really good, he did a really good job with the Gilgamesh character. And I remember when I first saw the wave being shown off, and the Build-A-Figure was just another man-sized figure, because I usually like my Build-A-Figures to be like big, like the Crow figure. I was a little disappointed, but I hadn't seen the movie yet. And seeing the movie, I'm so glad they found a way. It'd be dumb if they didn't have the entire Eternals team, but I'm very happy that they found a way to put everybody in figure form. He looks great. I need to pop his arms in a little bit more. They're kind of sticking out, but I'll do that later. Like I said earlier, the face scan's really good. The colors are really good. Same as the others. I wish he had some kind of, effects, because the only accessories he has are alternate hands. He had a really cool power in the movie where he kind of created energy effects around him, but for like striking purposes. Like he would have almost like a gauntlet that he could punch with and things like that. All right. And last but certainly not least, we have Fina. She was a Target exclusive. In the movie, she was portrayed by Angelina Jolie. She had another awesome power. I keep saying that, but honestly, everybody had really cool powers in the movie. She could create any kind of weapon out of thin air, but it was like like swords, things like that. Like, no weapons or anything no guns or anything like that. Like striking type weapons. And she comes with a lot of them. They gave her a lot of accessories with this being an exclusive. But my big gripe right off the bat, it's cool that she came with all these weapons. 2 different swords, one that would be more of a dagger, one that's kind of like a spear. She came with an extra set of hands. But the issue I have with these is, like, if you look at this, in the movie, they don't look anything like this. That makes it look just like a normal weapon. They kind of look like what the top looks like, where they were just gold, but a lot of them were hollow. Like, you could see through them. It was more of just a framework. So I'm not real happy about that. And then the face is a little off, especially for somebody as famous as Angelina Jolie. I think they missed it on the face on this one. There's a close look at her. But I like the figure. The white really pops. Everything looks good other than the face sculpt is just a little off. And then the accessories, I think, were kind of a big, I don't say big letdown. I don't want to be too negative, but just, I would have expected a little closer on brand. So for Fina, I'm going to go 3 out of 5. But there you have it. Each figure one by one. I'll prop them up in the staging area real quick, give you a good look at them, and then my quick thoughts on the wave as a whole. Okay, here you go. Here is the entire wave unboxed, Gilgamesh built, and the entire team of the Eternals all next to each other, lined up like a team. Everybody looks great next to each other. All the attires are screen accurate, all the different colors. It's a really cool looking wave of figures. Really like this wave. Glad that they've got everybody in it. And then throw in the Deviant Crow to take up all the room. But yeah, really happy with this wave. Some minor gripes here and there, but that's going to happen with anything. Nothing's perfect. But overall, is what kind of matters. I'm very happy with this wave. Glad to add it to my MCU shelf. Yeah, so if I'm going to grade the wave, all is one. I wish I did halves because I would give it 4.5 out of 5, but I'm going to go with 4 out of 5 just because it's not perfect. Nothing ever is for the most part, except that Druid figure. He's pretty perfect. But yeah, I'm going to go 4 out of 5. They got the entire team in. Attention to detail on everybody's looks, which probably makes up for why, the accessories were kind of scarce, which ultimately that's fine because I would rather have them in accurate to screen outfits than have a bunch of cool accessories and, crappy looking outfits. So Kinggo, Fina, Gilgamesh, Sprite, Icarus, Cersei, Druid, Makari, Facedose, Ajax, and Crow. All 11 figures from the Eternal Waves, collectively 4 out of 5. That was really fun, guys. I enjoyed unboxing a whole giant wave. Check us out on our other social medias. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out the other videos on YouTube. We do more than just figure unboxings. Tell your friends. Leave comments. Let us know what you like, what you don't. Until next time, guys. Later.